sometimes life just happens. So when I graduated from school a long time ago, I was in business and, like you said, in IT. And we had our first child, and he had some medical issues. And along with that, we had two other children. So in less than 4 years, we had three children.
Man.
And so for you moms, whether you are one now or you have been, you know that childcare can be really, really expensive. And so we talked about how we wanted to strategize that. And my oldest was going to need surgeries as a
I'm sorry.
toddler and as he was growing up. And I had a strong conviction that I needed to be at home. For me, I don't like being a quitter. I think it would be a slap in the face to all my ancestors that came before me, all the women who came before me. And I feel like, although we have tough times, what our foreparents, what women before us went through was so much more difficult. So I have that part. I mean, be scared and do it anyways. Just
Correct.
absolutely.
All that I just said, you just summarized it perfectly. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am very excited about today's interview here at Women Who Market because this lady is the true personification of that, a person that works hard, gives to the community, loves to educate herself. And I don't want to give too much details because I would like her to introduce herself. I do want to tell you how we met, which is funny because we are actually not quite sure. So we both belong to Toastmasters, which, if you don't know about Toastmasters, it's a club about improving your public speaking skills, and I highly recommend. So we know that for sure was a factor to link each other. I think we met through a person, her name is Sonia, and Shannon thinks it's through James, who is an old-timer in Toastmasters. And I say, no matter what, I truly believe in energy and just attracting like-minded people. So regardless if it was Sonia, if it was Toastmasters, if it was James, I think it was just meant to happen that we connected, we follow each other in social media. Shannon has seen a lot of my changes in my life, and I've seen all the progress and all the empowerment and dedication she has for her business and her life. So that's why I invited her here. So all that to say, thank you, Shannon, for coming and welcome.
Thank you, Alina. You're so kind, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So let's dig in. So can you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, my name is Shannon, as you know, and I've been. I guess number one, most important, is my passion for my faith. And I love my husband. We've been married for 35 years. We have three grown children, and I'm very passionate about helping others to find what they are meant to do, what it is their purpose is in life. And I just love uplifting people. So, a little bit about me: I'm from New Jersey. I live in Tampa now, and I've lived different places around the country. I love to travel.
Amazing, amazing, awesome. So you also have a business. Can you tell me about your business?
Yes, Shannon Thigpen Wellness. I've been in the wellness field for over 20 years, and I basically help people with services, a lot now virtually, through different classes that I teach and I personal train. And I also provide services like recipes, and I
Mm.
recommend different products. Some of them I monetize, and if I can help other women monetize or people monetize, I do that too sometimes.
Amazing. And then I also was checking on your social, and you are also a writer for your community magazine.
I am. I am. I live in West Chase, the world of West Chase. We have a local magazine, and I've actually written for that magazine for at least 15 years.
Wow.
It's a monthly column. It's a fitness column, and I enjoy doing that.
That is amazing. Amazing. Okay, so I did a little bit of research and I know that you have some IT background. So I just want to know because I love the space of wellness and fitness and just uplifting people. That's actually also why I studied Women Who Market because I just want to connect people, especially women, with people like you and just resources to find their gift, find their passion. Um, and I'm glad that you found your passion. But how do you get started in your business, especially coming from IT?
Good question. But basically, sometimes life just happens. So when I graduated from school a long time ago, I was in business and, like you said, in IT. And we had our first child, and he had some medical issues. And along with that, we had two other children. So in less than 4 years, we had three children.
Man,
And so for you moms, whether you are one now or you have been, you know that childcare can be really, really expensive. And so we talked about how we wanted to strategize that. And my oldest was going to need surgeries as a
I'm sorry.
toddler and as he was growing up. And I had a strong conviction that I needed to be at home. So that's actually how and why we started traveling with my husband's career supporting that, and having these babies and raising these babies. But I had been in business and I'm a pretty independent woman for 10 years. So being a stay-at-home mom for 4 or 5 was fulfilling in a lot of ways, but there definitely was something missing. So I wanted to find a way that I could be fulfilled and purposeful and still be there for my children. And I was
Amazing.
already on this path of helping myself to heal and stay sane with all that was going on at the time. And I began with taking a class that I could teach because I was enjoying working out myself. So that's how it started.
Wow, amazing. And I didn't know this story. And as you are telling it, I know now why we're connected because like your life is very similar to how I want my life. And
Mm.
just quickly, um, I dream to have 3 kids. Right now, we only have one. My husband doesn't really know if he wants three, but we'll see. But I envy you for having 3 kids. The other thing too is that even before I thought that marriage was a thing for me, or even being a mother was a thing for me, I always said that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I also wanted to do something professionally,
Mhm.
not only for like financial independency, but also to to fulfill my needs. So hearing you talk about your experience is like, okay, maybe that's why the universe connected us because we have similar values.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm glad that you made the transition because I know that although for a lot of moms, that's their dream. Unfortunately, they cannot make it happen. So I'm glad that you were able to stay with your kids and support them and also support your husband because they also play a huge role in the family and him letting you stay at home. That also speaks really, really highly of him.
100%.
Awesome. So you've had a lot of experiences, I would imagine. So can you share a memorable experience that has shaped your career in general?
You're right. I've got so many of them. I've got a lot of them. But I think the one that comes to mind that I will share as I first became a fitness instructor, right? And I was working at a gym, and I noticed that many people who were coming to the gym 3, 5 times a week for years were not seeing any change. Not getting stronger, not getting more fit. They weren't seeing any change. Number one. Number two, other people who were transforming physically were still struggling mentally, emotionally. And then at my church, I noticed that people were um, getting stronger in their faith and their belief, but they were very unhealthy physically.
Mhm.
So it was an aha moment for me because I knew at that moment that I needed to get more education and find more ways of helping us with the whole body, mind, body, and spirit.
Amazing, amazing. I always say the power of observation, it's something that we take for granted and we don't utilize it. So I'm glad that you were able to observe, take in your environment and make that big observation that made you start your business. That's amazing.
Yes.
Awesome. So I know that there is a lot of great things, but I also know just being a mother, being a wife, having a business, I'm sure that there has been difficult times as well. So what motivates you to keep going when things become difficult?
Oh, Alina, that's such a good question. What motivates any of us to keep going? For me, I don't like being a quitter. I think it would be a slap in the face to all my ancestors that came before me, all the women who came before me. And I feel like although we have tough times, what our foreparents, what women before us went through was so much more difficult. So I have that part, the history, and then I have two daughters, and I'm now an elder, if you will.
Oh,
So I
come
have people
on.
like you coming behind. Well, I'm in my 60s. So I have a responsibility, I believe, to to encourage other people. And so if I quit, if I give up, if I don't find another way of doing things, I don't think that serves the community, both from past or in the future.
Wow, that's amazing. And thank you for looking at it like that because I think we need people like you. We need people like you that it's always showing up, always friendly. Because yeah, like when times get tough for me, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I look at your feed and look like all the messages that you send. It's like, okay, let's just get up and keep going, keep going. So thank you for looking at it at that and for keep going, even though things can get challenging for sure. Thanks, Shannon, for that. I think you just gave me a great piece of advice, golden nugget, let's say. And as you just did that for me, I'm sure, and for everybody watching, I'm sure that you have also received great advice. So, can you share what is the best advice you've ever received?
Yes, actually, three things come to mind, Alina. That's also a great question. One is really continuing what we were just talking about and being authentic. So, although you may come to my page and it may look like all great, and it is, I am blessed. I do share challenges as well. I try to be authentic and help others to live authentically. So, number one is keeping it real. Number two is taking accountability. So, whenever I mess up or there's a problem, don't look for other people to make excuses. Like no excuses, no excuses. And then taking the last one is being okay with failing, like
Okay.
finding the opportunity when there's a failure, because there's always a lesson and there's always some way of looking at it that you can grow and learn and grow. So looking at the cup as half full and not half empty.
Empty.
Yeah.
Amazing that you say that. And especially for people that wants to start a project or wants to start their business or wants to go back to college or just do something. Sometimes just that fear or failure, it's so big that actually even prevents them to take the first step. And I always say, like, even if you fail, it's not even failing because you took the courage to take the first step to make it happen. And if you fail, okay, well, now you know that that's not a way to do things, or that's not your way. At least, even
Exactly.
if you are like, if you even if you think it in a very negative way, that's still a gain. And usually, even if things don't go how you think they go, life will take you to a different experience, will lead you to meet a new person. Life works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. And I
Mhm.
think it's so important to still see the fear of failure and still see it. And it's not like it's not going to go anywhere, but see it, but don't make it so big that it will prevent people for making a move, for sure. Awesome.
100%. I mean, be scared and do it anyways. Just
Correct.
absolutely.
All that I just said, you just summarized it perfectly. So forget about everything I just said and let's stay with that.
No,
Okay, so
100%, Alina.
what's next for you?
What is next for me? I'm always looking at what's next, staying present, but what is on the horizon. And right now, I actually building my virtual classes. I'm enjoying that. I want to grow those classes. So that's one thing I'm doing. I am a founder of a new company that is working with peptides. I don't know if you know what they are, but
No, I haven't heard of that.
companies like Ozempic and Monjaro, a lot of women and men, I would say, are looking at those products which were made for type 2 diabetes. They've been looking at those products for weight loss. And so
Mm,
for type 2 diabetes, I think it's a great solution. For weight loss in itself, not so much. So, and I love technology. I love working with the medical field and doctors and scientists. And this company has found a way to use peptides in a more responsible way where they can be injected, don't have to be injected, where they
okay.
can be ingested, where they're all natural, they're not synthetic. And I'm loving this so idea because I've been very concerned about, that what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is that the synthetic drugs, not only like if you're losing weight, you're not only losing fat, but you're losing a lot of muscle. So
Mm,
this new company and way of doing things is really addressing that. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also excited about a class. I picked up a class in person in Carrollwood. I haven't taught in Carrollwood in a while, so that's here in Tampa. And so I'm going to be teaching on Wednesday nights at
what are you gonna be
6:30.
teaching?
I'm
Yoga?
going to be teaching yoga,
Ooh,
yes.
at what time?
Mhm. At 6:30 at a fitness facility called Ignite.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that because I'm about to start that. And that's it. I didn't mention another thing that I've been doing is going on medical mission trips and
Nice.
to Nigeria. And I went on one recently. So I will. plan on going again next year. So
Wow, that's
those are some of the
amazing.
things on my horizon.
Some of the things, just like that horizon that I see in your painting. So I'm in it. I already packed my bag and I'm ready to go with you.
You're so sweet.
Amazing. Well, Shannon, thank you so much for this conversation. I think I'm grateful that no matter how we connected and now we're here. And I really hope that people watching it will also get some inspiration from your experience. So I want them to connect with you. So how can people connect with you? You can share your social media handles or email, whatever it is.
Yes. Basically, my first and last name is all my handles. So I'm on Instagram, Shannon Thigpen, at Shannon Thigpen. Facebook, Shannon Thigpen. I also have a Shannon Thigpen Wellness page, but you can friend me on my personal, and even like YouTube and TikTok. So YouTube, I think, is Shannon Thigpen Wellness, and I'm on TikTok too. So I think that's fun because my age, trying to kind of figure that kind of stuff out is a lot of fun. But I'm really grateful to have been invited, and just want to share with your audience that they do have greatness inside of them, and I believe in them, and I really enjoy what you are doing, Alina, really.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. And if you like this interview, please subscribe, like it, share it, and I'll see you in the next interview.